Okay guys, in this video series we are going to be doing something we have never done before. Most of my videos concentrate on guns and gun related things, but this time we're going to do something new. We're going to show you the repair of my new 2011 Mini Cooper. I just picked it up few days ago and brought it home to my garage here, and I want to show a little bit about it because I was quite impressed. Got to get the keys first. Okay, now we're unlocked. This here I found on Craigslist. It's amazing that I found this car. I was looking at some older ones, 2003s, 2004s, and 5s, because I've always wanted a Mini, but I always had kids, and then it was money issues, and then finally I found this beautiful car here, and it's only got 99,000 miles on it. It's a 2011. And I'm not going to tell you how much I paid for it until the very end of this intro video here. As you can see, the car is in decent shape. The upholstery is in immaculate condition. The carpeting is beautiful. The headliner, everything about this car is perfect. It even has the windows up on top here, little sunroof, panoramic, whatever they call it. And then, something that I thought was awesome, and you guys who have Minis probably gonna laugh at me, but there are lights in here to light this up, and I think there's one more down in this area here that light up blue, and I thought that was really neat. I really liked it. And let's circle around the front of it to show you. Here in Arizona, we get a lot of rock chips. Windshields are replaced all the time. He just replaced the windshield prior to it failing on him. Yes, that's a little hint as to why it's in my hands now. This guy actually loved this car a lot. I could tell because of the way that it was taken care of. He spared no expense. He always took it to the Mini dealership. He never went to the off-brand mechanic shops. But one thing I was quite impressed with is back here in the trunk area. When you open up the tool area here, all of the tools are intact, and he claims that they have never been out of here and never used. And seeing things like this down in here, I don't even know what that is, but seeing all these things the way they are, I can absolutely believe that they have never been out of here. And that's just one more thing that just really impressed me with this whole car. And now on to the issues that this car has. The body, as you could probably see, is in immaculate condition. There are just a few rock chips up on the hood that is of no concern of mine. I do not have any doubts that they can be taken care of. And in fact, on the camera you can see little rock chips pretty good. You can actually see them on the camera a lot more clearly than you can in real life here. But these little rock chips are the only issues in the whole entire paint job. So I am very happy. Hi, see me back there? See, that's how good the paint is on here. You can actually see me. You can probably read my shirt and everything. fantastic vehicle, taken very good care of. And let me start telling you about what is actually wrong with it. The engine overheated, okay, and whoops, that's locked. When the engine overheated, he drove it a little ways and then pulled it over, and he had it towed to the shop. And the shop checked it out a little bit and told him it was going to be $1,000 just to check the head to see if the head gasket was blown. So he decided that it was time to give it up and move on to another car. Ta-da! I moved over to the driver's side. Okay, so I'm going to sit in here and talk about the engine issues again. What's happened is after the engine overheated, it started making a rattling noise. And this rattle, to me, as soon as I had heard it, sounded like something in the valve train, a loose rocker arm or a sticky valve or something along those lines, and it created a rough idle. And let me tell you, I backed this out of his garage, started it up, and pulled it up on the ramps, and I even went and pulled it off the ramps and up into my driveway and into the garage on its own power. So the engine is running, the transmission feels strong, but it just is running rough, and it's throwing some knock sensor codes, which is acceptable because after all it is rattling a bit. And but with how well it was running, that gives me great hope on an easy fix. What I think is going to ultimately happen is I'm going to have to pull the head off and start overhauling the head, which is not a big deal. I've done a lot of engines in many different cars, and I've already priced a head, a brand new rebuilt head from this factory that I order a lot of my heads from, and we're looking at about $1,200, which is great, because the condition that this car is in, as soon as it is running, oh, there's a tiny little ding right there. As soon as this car is running and back on the road, she's gonna blue book at about $7,000 to $8,000, and I almost felt guilty buying this car, but I went ahead and bought it. The guy felt really good about selling it to me because he could tell that I'm going to drive it, I'm going to take care of it, and I'm going to fix it up immediately. If any of you mini owners, or you know what's going on, what is this right here? It really truly looks like a camera lens in there, but I don't know. If you have a clue what that is, please tell me. Thank you. All right, on to what I'm going to be doing here. I'm going to be taking the valve cover off, and I'm going to be checking out all the valves and everything, and to check what could possibly be causing that rattle. Okay, well, I'm going to go ahead and start. I don't have a cameraman, so I'm going to do the work, start recording again, explain what I found and what I've done, and do it in steps. This is part 1. Stick around. I got lots more video to show you. I'm going to take you all the way through the total restoration of this 2011 Mini Cooper. Stick with me, subscribe, and you'll know when I post new content. Thank you for watching. Stay tuned.